Hi, my name is Julia, and I've been incarcerated for roughly 5 years. I want you to know that I and others have already experienced retaliation for only speaking with the state representative. So it goes without saying that worse will probably happen for speaking here today. That's how important this is. I want to really thank you for listening. We don't need another prison. You've heard that the population here is tiny, and the newer prison Walpole was just closed. If this is about money, you should know that the administration has an excess of money to spend before the end of the fiscal year, and the worst part is that they're blowing it on things we don't need when there's so much that we do need. They're painting units that don't need it and buying tables that didn't need to be replaced. They're hurting the environment by serving all of our meals in styrofoam trays for years because the dishwasher is broken. I've heard they're wasting money on water and electric and condemned buildings for an unknown reason, which, by the way, could be torn down for other uses. In fact, we have 3 units that could be opened right now, but we are all being illegally housed together in double and triple bunks. Mass regulations require a minimum of 120 square feet for 2 people in 1 room. Here's another example of the logic here. We are very overcrowded, as you know. All sentenced women are crammed into 3 units. Supposedly we're short-staffed, but we're wasting officers on a quarantine unit when no other prison in the state is quarantining. That's 3 whole officers being wasted on this purpose, and no one knows why. Overcrowding causes stress. It's simple. People and animals alike do not learn, grow, or retain information when kept under stress. When I was in county jail, I was blessed with a solo cell for 2 years. I grew more during this period of my life than any other. I read, reflected, and meditated constantly, and I'm grateful for the wisdom and understanding I've gained. Trying to achieve any of that with someone within 3 feet of you 24/7 is like going to the therapist with a stranger sitting next to you. I also want you to know that despite our administration having women in it, none of them seem to care about the surprising differences between the men and women's prisons. I wouldn't have believed this apathy possible in 2023 if I hadn't come here. We have no AA, we have no NA, no anger management, no music program, no art program, no trades training whatsoever, no bachelor degree classes, no horticulture or training in our greenhouse. It's just sitting there. No cosmetology training. We can't even get mascara or disposable razors, but the men's prisons have those. We will be punished for braiding hair, but the men can braid hair. This is to show you the focus of the administration. It's arbitrary control and punishment. I should clarify that the music program was actually approved 4 years ago, and not a single woman has been allowed to buy an instrument since. The art proposal has been in limbo for months, and I don't know why. The men have all of this and more. The problems we have here can easily be solved here. A new prison is a step in the wrong direction. I know it's not publicly realized, but if you came and lived here for a month, you would see 90% of people could be released on a GPS bracelet today and be successful. 98% of the women I've met are not dangerous to anyone. We're building the future. If we choose to make more prisons, we will use more prisons. Meanwhile, communities all over the country and world are finding alternatives to prison and having much higher success rates. We can't know that and pretend more prisons are a good idea. Tax money could be spent on creating other programs and positive differences. Everywhere we're learning what helps communities. I believe in the future, and if you do too, I ask that you look around at what does and doesn't work. We don't need another building of scars and trauma. Truthfully, there's so thoroughly no logical motive for building a new prison, the only conclusion I can see is that this is some kind of money grab. They're only in it for the money. I'm asking you to care about the people. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony, Julia.